Good morning and welcome to the Focus LCD's tutorial channel. Today we will show how to dim the LED backlight of a character 16x4 character LCD using PWM or pulse width modulation. PWM is a digital signal limited to only two levels. It's either on or off. By varying the proportion of the on time compared to the off time, the width of the pulse is so modulated. Modulation is a simple yet effective control method to control devices or circuits, one of which is the dimming of the LCD backlight. On the screen you'll see different examples of duty cycle, which brings us to the concept of duty cycle. Duty cycle is a percentage of time on divided by the total period of time. The total period is a combination of time on plus time off. Now this is where it gets fun. This period is the inverse of the frequency of the waveform. If this signal spends half of the time on and the other half of the time off, then the duty cycle is 50%. Let's say the duty cycle is 75%. That means the backlight or device is on for 7.5 seconds for every 10 seconds. We won't be covering the basics of using the Arduino here. So if you need to know how to connect the Arduino to the 16x4 LCD display and to your PC computer, please see our previous video on how to scroll text on a character display, which will provide you a list of items needed and quick programming instructions. But for now, we're going to jump over to the schematic. Okay, here's the schematic showing how to connect or interface the Arduino with the Focus LCD 16x4 display. You'll notice on the left there's a variable resistor R1, which is a 10K. That is the contrast adjust. It is connected between VSS, VDD, and V sub naught on pin 3. DB4 through DB7, which stands for data bit 4 through data bit 7, is for manipulating the text and is controlled by the Arduino. RW, which stands for read-write pin, is set low. That means it is tied to the ground, which indicates that we are writing to the LCD registers, not the other way around. VDD is plus 5 volts. This comes from the USB connection to the PC, and VSS is ground. It's your reference for the LCD. The backlight is controlled by Arduino pin 10, which functions as a pulse width modulation output. Here we see the sketch. With the circuit wired up correctly, we turn on the Arduino IDE interface and open up the sketch pwm-dimming.ino, and you will see the screenshot above. We are on line 55, which is what generates the pulse width modulation using a certain duty cycle. The duty cycle is represented by 256 levels, which correspond to 0 to 100% of the brightness of the backlight. 0% or 0 means no backlight, while 100% or 255 makes the backlight as bright as the sun. Well, maybe not that bright, but close. In lines 39 through 46 is where we send text to the display itself. Jumping back down to lines 53 through 59, this is a loop where the brightness is reduced from 100% to 0 in 10% increments. In this sketch, 100% is equal to 255 and then reduces to 229.5 and so on. These reductions are done in 25.5 intervals. For the reduction to be noticed, we add a 3-second delay, which can be seen in line 59. This type of dimming is typical application in mobile devices, where brightness is controlled in accordance with ambient lighting. Frequency is also a factor in PWM dimming. The suggested range or frequency for a display is between 60 Hz to 250 Hz to avoid flicker as seen by the human eye. So in summary, after uploading the sketch and compiling it, 4 lines of text should appear. The backlight should be reduced from 100% to 0 in 30 seconds over 10 3-second increments. This concludes this tutorial. Please check out our other videos from this channel, and thank you for watching.